Morning guys, it's Dean from Classic Magic. Nice quiet day for us today actually, it's quite chilled out. We've got a couple of little jobs in, just talk you through them. We've got this Volvo gangster wagon, which we've got in for a new throttle body. So the idle control valve's all gone on it and the butterfly's sticking as well. So we've actually taken the idle control valve off. A new one was something like about 300 odd quid. So we've taken the old one off, we've sent it away to a company to have it refurbished. We should have that back in a day or two. It's about half the price, so it's going to cost you about 150, 160 quid instead of about 300 quid. It's all good, it's a savings. So we've got this van in here. Little sneaky advert. Anyone needs any joinery? This one's coming in because it's got a need a new window regulator because the window was a bit intermittent. It kept on leaving itself open. But also we've done some gear cables on this as well because they were sticking. We've got this little punto. El punto. So this one's in for. It's got an intermittent problem with ABS and what else is it? Power steering. Now, interesting fact: some things on certain cars can be what we call semi-sacrificial. So it basically means that in the event that your battery is really low, sometimes it can cause electrical problems further down the route, and this being one of them prime options. So effectively what the car does, because it knows it needs the power in the battery to run the engine and everything else, it can start to lose other components. So things that are luxuries, such as your power steering, things like ABS and stuff, because obviously your ABS, your braking will still work without ABS, and your power steering will still work, it will just be a lot stiffer without the power steering. So you actually start to lose some of the components. So sometimes if you do experience problems like that, just changing the battery out can make a big difference on it. And the second thing we're doing to this is we've got a customer supplied parking sensors. So we're going to put some parking sensors on it as well, so the young lady doesn't bash it. This is a car that we've actually been looking after for a little while now. We actually painted the car when it was a family member's car, passed on to the daughter, and it needed basically a full respray. So we actually resprayed the car. So that's for the guys over at Home Tech, plumbers, if you need anything. Okay. Clubman, which is all kind of ready to go now. This is getting fully raptured inside and out. There's Bob. Hello, Bob. You're late. I'm going to beat you in a minute. So this one's getting raptured fully inside and out. Raptured basically is like a truck bed liner, so it's the sort of thing that you see in the back of pickup trucks. And the reason we use it inside Classic Minis is because they're prone to rust, okay, and that's mainly because the quality of the materials that we use and stuff like that was not all that top. So what we're basically going to do is, once it's all been primed and painted, we then use the truck bed liner, which creates like almost like a complete plastic coat on the inside of the car. So in the event the water does sit and pool, or if there is leaks, because these unfortunately do leak all the time anyway, what it actually does, it creates a barrier between that and the steel, which should hopefully create a bit more longevity out of the work that we're doing to it. We also do the engine bays and stuff like that because it's also chemical resistant as well. So all the oil and stuff like that won't affect the paint. Okay, so little Clubman, hopefully. It's a guy called Tim Starkey's. Hopefully it won't be long until that's sorted. We're going to try and get that raptured today, so we can start moving that forward. I don't know if you remember this one. This is the one that had the full front end missing off it. So you can see we've got the replacement bumper now. It's got a crash panel underneath, which I can't open. Yeah. So new slam panel, which obviously we're going to treat. Well, it's not new, it's second hand, but we're going to treat that today, paint it, and get that sorted. And then we're going to gap it all up, and then once we've got the bonnet fitted, we can then start working on the bonnet, because it has got some little creases and stuff in here. But obviously we want to make sure that the bumper and everything else is all lined up, so that we can use that as a gauge to make sure that everything goes on straight. So MG, that's Jamie's. That shouldn't be too long now, I wouldn't have thought. In the spray booth at the moment, we've got, you were seeing the other day, we did a 5 Series BMW, came in with quite bad quarter panel damage. So you can see this is now in actual primer. So we've actually done a repair to the door and to the quarter panel as well. This is quite badly beaten up. It's really hard to tell from it, to be honest, because it's black. But it was quite badly beaten up and it was really badly creased. So we've actually managed to pin pull all that back out again. We did a live video to show that before as well. So we've pin pulled all of that out, and now that's in primer. Now, the primer that's on there is what's known as a high build, okay, and what it means is it's got a lot of material in it, so that when you've got sort of little micro scratches and stuff like that, the idea is that it creates like a filler layer which goes into all them cracks, and then when you flat it off, it gets it nice and smooth and flat. And then London buses, we've got another 5 Series as well. So this 5 Series came in, just turn this around for you. So this 5 Series came in 2 days ago, came in for a quote first thing in the morning. We quoted the job, and then obviously they dropped it off about an hour and a half later and we started working on it. So what's actually happened, it's had a bit of an altercation with a multi-storey car park, which resulted in both doors, as you can see here, having sort of slight dents on them. Stay at that. So absolutely battered, these doors. Now this is one of them scenarios where you could spend a hell of a lot of time trying to level that out and flat it out and get the doors perfect. It's not worth it for the amount of time it would take. So what we've effectively done is ordered 2 new doors off the same model of car, new to us, they're not brand new doors, which are then going to be prepared, painted the right colour and obviously fitted to the car. So what that does, it cuts down a lot of time as well, and obviously cost for the customer. So there we go, a little walk around of what we're doing today. By the end of today we should have, the BMW should be painted. We're doing a night shift tonight, so BMW should be painted, the one in the booth. 5 series of parts turn up, should be reassembled. We're going to paint the inside of the doors, fit it, and then we're going to have to paint and blend the doors back outwards again. Van's still here, just waited for a timing belt which came in this morning, so Josh will be cracking on with this. Look at that little ass. Ass. So Josh just fitting the timing belt to that, and then that can go. And then that's pretty much it, to be honest. So nice chilled out, relaxed day for us today. And then got a couple of little jobs in tomorrow as well, which we'll talk you through. A shitload of body work. We've got about 7 or 8 jobs. 7 or 8 jobs which are sort of pending to come in over the next week, week and a half as well. So body shop's going to be really, really busy. All the way through that process, what we're going to do as well is keep you guys informed, show you exactly what we're doing, why we're doing it, explain the process so you understand exactly where your money goes when you're getting body work done. So thanks for tuning in. We'll keep you updated and informed, obviously, this is what we got going on. Give us some feedback if you want to see videos like this where you want to see what we're doing and you want to sort of get the explanations of the jobs and stuff we're doing, then let us know. If not, if it balls the tits off you, absolutely fine as well. Let us know and we'll stop doing them, and we'll just get back to dancing and singing and doing stupid stuff. So Dean Dorr from Classic Magic, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Drive safe.